Welcome students. Today we discuss about the topic name is manufacturing industry. The production of goods in the large quantities after processing from raw materials to the more valuable products. It's called manufacturing industry. If we are thinking what is manufacturing industry? What is the nature of the manufacturing industry? In these types of manufacturing industry, it gives to make a fill like a finished product from the raw material. Like we are using the threads or dresses and tires and then some vehicles. So in these types of fulfilled products, the final goods are made upon the manufacturing industry. It belongs to the secondary sector in which the primary goods are converted into the finished products. The economic strength of the country is based on the manufacturing industry. If we are calculating what is the actual GDP, in GDP it gives the important place to the manufacturing industry. Students, let's what the importance of the manufacturing industry. The manufacturing sector is the considering the backbone of the development in general and economic development in the particular, mainly because manufacturing industry not only the help in the modernizing agriculture, which form the backbone of the economy, they also reduce the heavy dependencies of people on agriculture income by providing them jobs in secondary sector. What is kinds of jobs? In some of them has been based on their work in the agriculture sector, and so many of them are working in the manufacturing sector. It helps the modernizing agriculture. We already know about it. It does not help only the modernizing the agriculture. It is also giving the employment to all the people. Okay. And next one, the industry development is precondition for the eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. This was the main philosophy behind the public sector industries and joint sector ventures in India. It was also aimed at bringing down regional disparities by establishing industries in tribal and backward areas. Export of manufacturing goods expand trade and commerce and brings its much needed foreign exchange. The industry's development is precondition for education and employment and then poverty from the country. Bring down the regional disparities by establishing industry in tribal and then backward areas. In the present day world of globalization, goods must be at par in quality in this for the international market. The contribution of industry in the national economy. Over the last 2 decades, its shares of the manufacturing sector has straightened at 17% of GDP. What is GDP? Yes, gross domestic product. Out of the total 27% of the industry, which includes 10% of the mining, quarrying, electricity and gas, including 10% for this sector. This much lower in the comparison to some Eastern Asian economics, where it is 25 to 35%. The trend of growth rate is manufacturing over the last decades around 7% of the industry growth. Since 2003, the next decades is developed in 12% per year. And next important thing is the industrial location, the factors of localization. The availability of the land. Land is essential for creating these types of industries, because if we are settled in land, in the nearest place we got the raw materials. Like if we are handling and creating the sugar factory, it needs sugarcane as the raw material, and we need the huge level of labors to creating the products, and also the capital like investment and the transport. And if we are finishing our product, it going to the market to selling and create some other capital, and then we follow the government policies. So these types of factors of localization is the key to create the company or industry is there. And next one, the classification of industry. List the various manufacturing products by you using in your daily life, such as transistors, electric bulbs, vegetable oils and gas valves, petrol, and then so many of them. In it based on the raw material, we used to divide it, two types: agro based industry. If we are using the agricultural product, it's as a raw material, it's called the agro based products. And next one, the mineral based industry. If we are using the minerals like iron, steel, cement, aluminium and other machine tools, and then the petrochemical, so these types of industries has been, these types of products, it has been created in the mineral based industry only. And next one, according to the main rule, the basic or key industry. They are those which supply the products as raw material to manufacturing other goods like iron and steel, copper smelting, aluminium smelting, and then cement. And next one, last one is fabrics. And these types of industry to using the basic keys. And next one, we consume the daily products like sugar, toothpaste, paper, sewing machines and fans. So these types of industries to create the consumer goods, it's called the consumer industries. And next, on the basis of the capital investment, a small scale industry is defined the reference to the maximum investment allowed on the assets of the unit. And next one, a basis of the ownership. The public sectors, it owned and operated by the government agencies like Bell and SAIL. Bharat Heavy Electronicals Limited, the Steel Authority of the Indian Limited. And next one, the private sector, owned by and operated by individuals of a group of the individuals like Tisco, Bajaj Auto, Dobber Industries. And next one, the joint sector, which are jointly run by the state and the individuals or a group of the individuals. Oil India Limited Corporation, it is example for the joint owned the public sector. And next one, Cochin Refineries, Madras Refineries. And next one, on the basis on the ownership, based on the bulk and weight of the raw materials or finished good like the heavy industry as such as iron and steel industry. They make and made a heavy level of tools. It was gives the huge level of amount. And next one, the light that use the raw materials and produce the light goods such as the electronical goods industry. So these types of industry handling light raw materials like watch industry. Next one, cooperative sector industries owned and operated by the producers of suppliers of raw materials. Workers are both. They pull in the resources and share the profit or losses proportionally, such as the example of the sugar industry in Maharashtra, the coir industry in Kerala. And next one, the agro-based industries. It includes cotton, jute and sugar industry. First of all, we know about textile industry occupies unique position in the Indian economy. The textile industry contributes significantly to industrial production. 14% of the employee generation, 35 million persons directly involved, the second largest sector after the agriculture, and the foreign exchange is earning, and then also it contributes 4% of towards of GDP. It is only industry in the country will self-reliant and complete the value chain from raw material to the highest value added products. Provides a living for farmers, cotton ball workers, workers engaged in ginning and spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, packaging, tailoring and sewing. Finally, we're ready to purchase in this product by offline or online. What is your wish? And next one, textile industry in Maharashtra and then the Gujarat. The availability of raw cotton due to favorable climate and soil type of cotton grow is eaten very well in Maharashtra and also in Gujarat. That's why in these places the cotton industry occupies and then well connected to visit the country by roads and the rail in very well in the transport and market. Produce product have a great demand in the national or international markets. It is also the Mumbai and Gujarat have ports and airports to import and export their product. The labor, they have locally available cheap labors force and they have supported by migrant laborers from the northern states. And next one, the moist climate. Cotton grows well in warm and moist climate where summer is long and where there is salinity in the soil. In these types of availability as getting a Maharashtra as fulfilled by the cotton industry. That's why we tell about the Manchester of India is Mumbai, because like in England the Manchester is a city has the plenty of cotton mills. Like in India the Maharashtra is also having these types of industry. That's why we're telling Maharashtra is the Manchester of India. The Manchester of South India is Coimbatore. We also having some drawbacks, like we don't have good quality and long stable cotton to need the import is still felt. Power supply is erected in many parts of the country. Machinery needs to upgrade in the weaving and processing sectors. Low output of labors. It creates the textile drawbacks and it is also giving a very good loss in the textile industry. This is not fair. And next important industry is jute industry. India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods. India stands at second place as an exporter after Bangladesh. The most of the mills are located in the West Bengal. In the world, Bangladesh is the first place. India is getting a second place. They are mainly located along with the banks of the Hooghly River in a narrow region. The factors responsible for their location in the Hooghly basins are: why these companies are located and targeted the Hooghly River. So this question is asking, and the answer will be coming to you. Okay, ready students? Proximity of the jute producing areas. In the nearest areas, they have inexpensive water transport. In Hooghly River, it gives the inland water transport to going to nearest markets, and then they are buying jute from other places. Good network of railway, roadways and waterways to fascinating movement in raw materials in the mills. Abundant water for processing raw jute. The Hooghly River gives abundant waters. And also the cheap labor from West Bengal and adjoining states. The jute textile challenging faced by the Indian jute industry. The competition from other jute growing countries like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt and Thailand. Stiff competition in the international market from synthetic substitutes. So these types of synthetic dresses or synthetic products, there is no matching of the jute industry, but the synthetic has been sold in huge level of, and also demand is on increase. The global concern for the environmental friendly biodegradable materials increase the demand. Government made up a mandatory policy use of jute packing. The main markets are USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi Arabia, UK and Australia is the main markets of the jute industry. And next one, I just giving some sugars to you. India stands second places after 12 places in Brazil. India's first place, Gar or Khandasari, they are creating very good jaggery and also the sugar byproducts. It is a raw material oriented industry. The raw material used in this industry is heavy and bulky. Cost of the transport of raw materials is more than the cost of the transportation of finished product. This industry is seasonal in nature, so it is ideally suited the cooperative sector. Sugar industry, 60% of mills in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar only, and Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. In recent years, there is a tendency of the mills shifting of the concern in the southern and western states. What is southern and western states like? Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Bihar, Maharashtra. Already Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, they have 60% of sugar mills. Remember students, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh has only the 60% of the sugar mills. Okay. Why they only having these types of sugar mills? Because the cane produced here has a highest sucrose content. What is sucrose? Sucrose gives the sweet to the sugars. The cooler climate also ensure a longer crushing season. And next one, Moreover, the cooperative or the sectors more successful in these states. Major challenges by faced on the sugar mills, seasonal nature of the industries, old and inefficient methods of production. Moreover, the cooperative areas more successful in the certain states, transport delay in the reaching canes to the factories, need maximize the use of the baggage.